Okay, what's up, y'all? I feel like it's so important that after the big success of Heated Rivalry, that I talk about the anime 100 meters. Listen, yes, this is an anime that's about sports, and to be honest, I think I have been falling for the sports anime most recently because of the BL or the homoerotic version of the anime to me. Like I just feel like the men being so close. I don't know. It just be having the elements there, like animes like Yuri on Ice, Free. Which one do Reiki and Langa that was Skate to the Infinity? And now we're talking about 100 meters, which is track and field. I guess I didn't name the rest of the sports. Yuri on Ice was ice skating. Skate to the Infinity was about skateboarding. Free is about swimming. And like I said, 100 meters is about track and field. So basically, this is a story between two characters and many other characters, but the two characters that we're focusing on are Togashi and Komiya. And basically, Togashi grew up a prodigy. He was always the best in his field, best in his region when it comes to running. And Komiya was just a person who ran around the block. He ran everywhere. Even it was down to the point where they was talking about when Komiya would go home, he would bike 2 hours home. And when Togashi finally met Komiya and asked him why are you always running? Why are you always doing these things? And Komiya was really is no purpose. I never thought about being a runner. This was just my hobby. And it was even so down to the point where Komiya's shoes were so busted and broken. And Komiya was just so determined to beat Togashi in a race. I don't know if it was to humble him or if it was to prove to himself that, hard work beats talent. And we see this theme so many times across Dragon Ball Z between Goku and Vegeta, Vegeta doing the hard work and Goku just being talented. Or is it the other way around? We see it when it comes to Naruto and Sasuke, especially in the beginning of Naruto, between Naruto and Sasuke when they got in their fight inside that gym area on top of the roof where they was about to test the Rasengan and Chidori for the first time. And when Naruto, the Chidori had put a bigger hole in the water tank than Naruto did with the Rasengan, but then they showed the behind the scenes of what Naruto's wind chakra did to the tank on the back side, because the Chidori showed on the front side, that it was a big impact, but on the back side, that's where you seen the Rasengan going on, or the damage of the Rasengan. But to be honest, I truly enjoyed this movie, especially the scene where Togashi had been beaten down in life. They have so many elements of just real life going on in this movie that goes beyond sports. It can go into any field that you're in when you feel like you've been at the top of your game for so long, and then somebody finally comes along and beats you at your game, and you're like, how the hell, how did I get defeated? I'm the best, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that just shows you, you can't get comfortable in anything because there's potentially someone out there that's better than you in, the things that you do or the things that you're passionate about. And you will be shocked. You will be shocked, it's no way that guy that I've been seeing that doesn't even look nothing like my competition or things that I've seen before or the people that I have beat before. Also, a notable character inside this anime was a character, he was an older man, and he was talking to Togashi, and he was if you want to change your reality, he was then you just have to, or he's if you don't like the outcome of your reality, then you need to change your reality. And in one of the races, it was so fucking cool. In one of the races, he was running and he started to lose, and he had seen Togashi and this other guy in the same competition or school that they was racing against each other in the 100-meter race. And he seen that he was losing. He was he seen him up here, and he's so this is my future. I don't like it, so I need to change it. When I tell you, he said, his old ass was running. He was not ready to give up, and I found that so inspirational. So if I had to be very textbook about the review of this anime, it's about sprinting, it's about purpose, it's about rivalry, and it's about personal identity and growth. So basically, if I explain the plot down to the nitty-gritty, basically Togashi is a born prodigy. He was born to run. He's trained to run. He's the best in his region. As children, this is them as children. Komiya is very good at running as well, too, but he has no technique. It showed in the beginning of the movie that he almost broke his ankle, trying to run to push himself to his limits. But the main theme and goal and focus of this movie to me is personal identity and growing. And each one of them, Togashi and Komiya, have to confront themselves to see what their true purpose is, what their true identity is, and how they will grow, into the men that they're supposed to be. If you like a movie about characters who have beat the odds, so basically this movie is about Komiya and Togashi being stripped down all the way down to the bottom, on their last leg, really, you know what I'm saying? And it shows them, losing their identity, losing themselves, losing their personality, and overcoming their challenges to become a better man. And it just happens to be through the sport, track and field. And most men go through this period in life where they be confused. This is kind of after puberty, maybe right into adulthood, where men be a little confused about what their purpose is, how they're going to start their family, when they're going to get married, all these things that men that we go through, determining our futures. So I was very curious on what type of animation this was, because this is not typical animation, but I feel like I have seen it before, especially on shows like, this is one show on Adult Swim where it's like they're colorful people, but the animation is very similar. I wish I could find the name of that show right now. But when I looked at this thing, the animation style is called rotoscoping, where they trace over live action, I guess like sports, and then they animate it. But what I will say about this animation style is that it made it feel real realistic, especially like when they was running. Like, it was this one character Togashi had on his team who had very long hair, and when he was running, you could see the hair running, and then by the time he stopped or whatnot, and the facial expression, everything, it just seemed so real, but inside an anime. Honestly, I didn't watch this anime one time. I had to watch it twice because I feel like I was missing so many things that I had to actually sit down and just watch it, because it was this one specific scene where Togashi gets down on his hands and knees, where he's teaching these other students about perseverance and never giving up and all these type of things, and he realized in his life that he had sprained his ankle or his foot or something like that. And that determined if he was going to be able to still be signed to his talent agency, and basically they told him hey, if you can't run this race, then, we're going to have to let you go. And he kind of just broke down, because it was I haven't done anything else in my life besides just run. And everything just seems to be going so wrong right now in my life. And now you tell me now I injured myself and I can't get in this race, I'm going to lose my whole lifestyle. And the pain and hurt and everything he was going through, and as he got down on the ground and started beating the ground up and crying so bad, it really stuck out to me. It's everyday life. People go through that, whether you are a track star, whether you work inside a cubicle 9 to 5, whether you a fucking whatever you are. This movie really showed me that it's about the sprint, nothing else. It's about keep going in life, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. It's about the sprint, not the race. You get what I'm saying? Keep going the distance. And sometimes the seconds really matter in life. I really enjoyed this movie also because I have a treadmill in my house, and I love to run all the time. I may be heavy set, but girl, I like to get on the treadmill and run. So when I seen a sports anime coming out that involved track and field, and it was a movie kind of based off of, I'm not gonna say it's based off of Heated Rivalry, but it's similar to Heated Rivalry, I had to hurry up and jump on. So I definitely recommend that you all go out and watch 100 Meters. It's exclusively on Netflix. I can't find it anywhere else. It came out December 31st, 2026, so it's fairly still new. Go ahead and give it an opportunity. All right, Shanime gang, I'm out of here, okay? Stay golden.